Every year, a new Miss Maine USA is crowned, and that young woman goes on to compete on the Miss USA stage in Hollywood, California. This year's winner is someone you at home might be familiar with. Miss Maine USA. Oh, I'd love to sit down with her. And Baldridge. How can I get in touch with her? Knock, knock. Hey,
Hello.
girl.
Hi.
Want to go get a coffee?
Let's do it.
All right, grab your crown.
Yes, New Center Maine's own Ann Baldridge has been crowned Miss Maine USA 2024.
In Bath and Baldridge, New Center, Maine.
She started her journey here as a reporter in 2022, but that's only part of her story.
Here she goes. Yum. So good.
Ann grew up in Kentucky. She loves ballet, golfing, and making memories with her grandmother.
I call her Sho. Her name's Flo, but I couldn't pronounce Flo as the oldest grandchild, so it came out Sho. That's what we all call her now. Her friends, her family, everyone calls her that. My grandma, for me growing up, was that mother figure in my life.
She says competing in pageants didn't really appeal to her until she was in college, but her love for them started growing when she was little.
Growing up, my family and I watched Miss USA every single year in my household, like it was a national holiday. We'd gather on the couch together and watch Miss USA. Surprisingly, people wouldn't think this, but my dad is a huge pageant dad. Even before I got involved in pageants, he loves them. And every single year for Miss USA, when we watched them, he'd always guess the top 5, he'd guess the winner. So I think I just grew up loving pageants.
Ann says she competed a couple times in college, but her focus quickly shifted to her career and reporting.
It definitely was a length of time for me to get back into it, but I had a feeling, in my gut maybe, that this was right. So when I competed, I think all weekend long, I just kept reminding myself that at the end of the day, I'm not competing with the other girls here. I'm solely just competing with myself.
Our first runner-up.
That mindset would pay off right here.
Ann Baldridge of Pasco, Maine, our new Miss Maine USA 2024. Give her a big round of applause, everyone.
And of course, who was in the audience? Her grandmother.
And I think it was just such an amazing moment for her to see me win after all of these years of trying and then coming back and then taking a break and coming back. She was the first person I hugged when I got off stage. She definitely is my biggest inspiration in life.
You've said that you want to spend your next year kind of advocating for those who have speech impediments or those who struggle with speech. Why is that so important to you?
I think a lot of people that know me as a news reporter or just Ann. But I think that there's a big part of me that I don't normally talk about, and that's the fact that growing up I did suffer from a speech impediment. I was never the kid to raise their hand in class to answer out loud or to raise their hand to read a story. I was very, very quiet, very shy. I think I had a hard time making friends growing up because I was afraid if I did speak out loud that I wouldn't be able to control what was going to come out.
What do you think it would have meant to you to have someone like you to look up to when you were younger?
But I kind of did have a person like me in my life. Surprisingly, my parents put me in the church choir, which for some reason it did help with my speech impediment so much, learning to sing and control my vocal cords. So yeah, I would say that my church choir director really helped me learn who I was outside of having a speech impediment.
That perspective is carrying Ann into her next chapter. And while she hopes to become the first woman from Maine to make it into Miss USA's top 10, she's just as determined to make this her greatest year yet.
For me, I really want to be able to instill a growth mindset into women of all ages, that you can transform that weakness, in a sense, into a winning mindset for you. So this year I'm going to be working with child development speech service programs to kind of talk with children, from age 1 to 5, where it's really important that they get a hold of their speech impediment at a young age to forward them in success long term. But I know this is an issue that even adults are dealing with daily. So whatever I can do to kind of step into that role across the state is something I really want to accomplish this year.
Are you nervous?
I'm totally nervous, of course, but it's also a dream come true. I mean, like I said, I grew up watching Miss USA, so for me, this is just like the next step to, this whole journey, this whole process of what's to come.
A big congratulations to Anne, and she will be competing in the Miss USA pageant on August 4th. We can't wait to cheer her on. You can follow her journey on social media, and we'll have more information on our website and app.